What is good, everybody? What is going on? It is the Joey Digital. I'm out here at the ocean, at the beach. Looks like it wants to rain, so I'm gonna make a quick, fast video, real fast for the collective. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. Go ahead and like the content if you haven't done so as of yet, and go ahead and share and hit the bell notification if you have not done those as of yet. All right. Peace and blessings to the collective, sending y'all waves and waves and waves of positive energy from Fort Lauderdale Beach. But what this message is about is, and I just had to hurry up and, for a couple of reasons, I had to hurry up and just get filming real fast. Usually when I come down here, I set up my equipment and everything like that. But as I said earlier, it looks as if it's going to rain. Actually, it says 95%, so I really don't know how much time I have either left or before it starts. Hit the like button. Yeah, so this season is very important, very imperative, very important, very imperative to recognize your strength, to recognize your power, and realize the power that you do have when it comes to closing doors that no longer work to serve your better good. All right. And this message came to me right as I got on the beach, and as you all know, I do not have any notes when I make videos. I do not make notes when I have videos. I may make notes for ideas for my thumbnails, but I just hop on here and I just wing it, okay? Make sure that, and this is actually a response to a video I made earlier in the week. I think it was I forget the name of the video, but it has something to do with protect your energy. Yeah, protecting your energy. All right, this is kind of like a response to that. When there's a door that you are approaching, all right, whether it's a door that you prayed for to open or whether it's a door that you prayed for to close, all right, it's very important to stand on that. You know what I mean? It's very important to stand on that, especially in these days and times, because as I say in a lot of my videos, there is two different realities going on right now. There is a reality where people are blessed and highly abundant, and there's a reality where people are not. And it's not to say that you brought it on yourself or anything like that. It's just whether it's the good thing or the bad thing, because you know we're all in accordance to the blessings that we do walk into, and depending on the karma, depending on the people that we keep around us, it could be a karma situation, a karmic situation. So if you have gotten to a space where you are closing a door, you are closing a chapter, you are starting a new beginning, let's make sure we stand on that, all right? Because as you all know, the end is always the beginning, and the beginning is always the end, all right? The beginning is the end of a cycle that was not serving you, and the end is a beginning. The end is a beginning, all right? And when there's an end, there's a beginning that happens. And, you know, for a lot of us, we put a lot of work in. For a lot of us, we did a lot of praying. For a lot of us, we did a lot of fasting. We did a lot of transformational circumstances. We've made a lot of transformational circumstances so that our life can manifest in abundance in this moment, all right? And there's a lot of things that, you know, maybe because we transformed, it doesn't serve us anymore, or it might be people that maybe they weren't ready for you to check them when they came with the low vibrationalness, you know what I mean? And, you know, maybe you have wakened up, maybe you have awakened and you said, you know what, something I used to be cool with, or a lifestyle I used to be cool with, I'm not rocking with that no longer. And, you know, it's okay to stand on it. You know, just stand on that and stand on your belief system, the BS, you know what I mean? Hit that like button, all right? Positive BS, all right? Not the other one. So, yeah, I feel the drops coming down, and I'm going to keep it going real quick until I have to go get that umbrella. But I just want to say, a lot of times, people, places, things, they don't mind that you change and that you grow and you evolve, so long as you stay asleep to the facts that sometimes you have to check that situation or that place or those people. And it's not a check. It's not a check. Whereas you're, standing up to them, and you're trying to overpower anything. It's just that you're in a space where you're calling all your power back. All right, and you're not even sending anything negative that comes at you back at them. You're just calling your energy back, and you're saying to yourself, you know what? I don't even have the strength to even send energy back to people. I'm just gonna let it be what it is. I'm just calling all my energy back, because we all know that we are creators. We are co-creators in the now, and we take this time, and we take this energy, and we take the opportunities to be co-creators of our realities. And if you have prayed really hard to get out of a situation that could have destroyed you, or destroyed your legacy, or destroyed the thing that you are trying to manifest in the right now, and that door is shut, keep it shut. You know what I mean? Keep it shut. All right. When I think about the doors keeping shut, I'm thinking about, in some of those movies, like, how you go through the door and the door shuts and then it disappears, like something like that. Even earlier I had a download from the Source of Creation. He showed me from the Emerald tablets, where they say, the higher you climb up the stairs, the deeper you get. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it verbatim. It's just an ideology. It's like the higher you go, closer to source, the deeper you go, closer to source. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. And if you feel what I'm saying, share the content, And it's all about raising your awareness, which is the going higher up the staircase aspect. And it's all about being closer to your awareness, which means going deeper into who you are and what you are. All right. And this is definitely not the time to keep putting yourself aside and keep, putting people first, things first. This is not the time to put your happiness second again, because we already did that already, and we already see that, there is no trophies for second place over there. You know what I mean? So this time we are taking our power back, and it's not a slight to anybody who has power. It's just we need our power back, because the lifestyle that we are working to create, we need that energy. We need 1000% and higher, so that we can be fully authentic when we create the reality that we are praying to create, that we are working hard to create, that we are striving for. You know what I mean? And a lot of time, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when y'all are on the path, that straight and narrow path, the path that's less beaten, a lot of people will attach themselves to you, not because they are inspired or they aspire to do what you're doing, but it's because, the fact that they're operating in low vibrational frequencies, they just want to be associated with somebody that's at least doing something positive, so that they can say, I'm attached to something positive, even though I'm going to do me. You know what I mean? So we don't have no time for none of that. So we trying to stay awake over here. We not trying. We are staying awake. We are awakening to our true selves, and we are walking in our true authenticity. And, love is love, but hey, on this journey, a lot of time, when you make it to the next level, you can't bring everybody. And it's not a negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to sound negative. I'm just saying that if they're truly inspired like they say they are, or like people are sharing with you, they will bridge that gap, and they will find reasons why they're inspired based on your work ethic, based on what it is you do, and they'll either meet you at the top, or they'll walk that path with you, alongside of you, or when you reach back to pull them up, they will reach up to be pulled up, and I'm learning, because see, when I shine my light and my light brightened, I did attract a lot of situations and scenarios where people were kind of interested, and they're kind of like, hey, what's this guy got going on? And to be honest, when you are authentic, a lot of times it will inspire people to not really hate on you, but it'll inspire them to be kind of like, oh, what's he got going on? Or he thinks he's different, or he thinks he's, and I'm like, yeah, that's the whole idea. The whole idea is confirmation. It's not to say I'm different. It's to say I'm authentic. It's to say all the changes that happened was when I was going out of my authenticity. And now that I have made the changes I am remembering, which is I'm reconnecting back to my essential self so that I can be on the journey that I was called to come here to be on, so that I can inspire thousands and millions of people, one person at a time, starting with myself. All right, starting with yourself. I don't know if it's gonna rain. I feel these raindrops falling on me, but I just want to say, your energy, as I said in my other video, your energy, which is your inner God, your inner goddess energy, the energy in you is the catalyst to keep you going, to keep you pushed toward success, happiness, abundance, joy, laughter, all that type of stuff. And this day in time, the last thing we want to do is be disassociated with our true happiness, our true abundance, and this is not even a video where we blame other people. It's a video of taking accountability. It's a video of taking personal accountability and putting in that work, as we all know we have come here to do every day. All right, this is not a video to say anybody held us back, because really we are in control of our own destinies, and there is nobody stopping us from being great. No one, and I mean that genuinely, and it's just a call to action to just continue striving, no more distractions, no more who said what's, no more, you know what I mean? Like, I always reference Ralph Smart, where he says, how you feel. What did he say? He said, how you feel is none of my business. I love that. I personally don't have the courage to speak like that, but I feel it. You know what I mean? I got to work on that. You know what I mean? But it's the truth, because how you feel about you is the most important aspect about what you could focus on to really grow and become your greatest version, So I am making this quick video, and I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I think I'm going to record some more videos when I get back to the foundation, back to the house. You know what I mean? I just didn't feel like, I was on my way there earlier, and I just didn't feel like going there early. I wanted to come out here to the ocean, hence the ocean experience. I'm out here, spin y'all around real quick. I'm not going to be doing like the whole with the intro and everything like that. This is just a quick video just to let y'all know that if, anything or anybody or, whatever it is, if there are things that are in your way, let's not focus on that, because, when we focus on ourselves, what we focus on is what grows. All right. So focus on yourself, focus on being happy, focus on the love that you have for yourself and for the things that you are doing with your family, with your business, with your job, or your traveling, whatever, your food. And let's do that full circle and come back to home, which is where the heart is, okay? And it could be whether it's inside of you, where your heart really is, or where your heart calls you to go, okay? And I just want to say real quick, I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I'm happy that y'all are out here. I'm out here getting raindropped like crazy. I can't even count them. There's so many. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to start. I'm not even going to start to count the raindrops. But I do not want to ruin my phone or my camera equipment. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead when it comes to this video, but not in general. All right? I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Let's do something great for ourselves this week. And let's continue to put ourselves first, because guess what? The people that love you are praying that you are doing the things that you are happy doing. So let's continue being great and doing great. And I will see you all in the very next video. All right? Peace and blessings. Namaste.